morning, St. Martin. I'm Yesenia Lázaro.
And I'm also Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We're bringing the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the beginning of the week. Let's dive into our top headlines.
St. Martin's government and law enforcement extended their congratulations to Curaçao for following its parliamentary election on March 21st, 2025. Prime Minister, the Honorable Luc Mercelina, praised the high voter turnout and peaceful execution, emphasizing the importance of democracy. He commended all parties that secured representation, particularly MFK, and its leader, Prime Minister Hilmar Pic Pisas. Finance Minister, the Honorable Marinka Gums, congratulated MFK and Curaçao's Finance Minister, Javier Silvania, acknowledging their leadership. The police force of St. Martin also contributed to the election success by deploying officers to assist with security. Justice Minister, the Honorable Natalie Tacklin, facilitated this cooperation, highlighting regional unity. Prime Minister, the Honorable Marcelina, affirmed St. Martin's commitment to strengthening ties with Curaçao, emphasizing democracy and collaboration within the kingdom.
A short circuit at NVGB's medium voltage room caused a countrywide power outage early Saturday morning, March 22nd. The automatic shutdown occurred around 3:40 a.m. as a protective measure to safeguard infrastructure. NVGB stated that teams are working urgently to restore electricity safely. Residents are urged to remain patient as efforts continue to bring power back to all areas. Police have arrested 3 suspects in connection with the March 14 shooting in Dutch Quarter. 2 individuals turned themselves in on March 17th, joining a 3rd suspect already in custody. The shooting occurred around 11 p.m., with officers responding to multiple reports of gunfire. An elderly man and a younger suspect were found injured and taken to St. Martin Medical Center, where the elderly victim remains in serious condition. Detectives believe the suspects were armed and may have fired during the altercation. The investigation is ongoing, and police urge anyone with information to come forward.
Minister of Justice, the Honorable Natalie Tacklin, and MP Shamira Roseberg reaffirmed their commitment to public safety and amid discussions on drunk driving convictions. While St. Martin law does not mandate a breathalyzer test, authorities rely on other evidence to prosecute offenders. Both officials agree that equipping law enforcement with breathalyzers will improve accuracy and fairness in handling DUI cases. Minister Tacklin will introduce legislation to support MP Roseberg's push for breathalyzer testing as part of modernizing St. Martin's justice system. They urge Parliament and the public to support these efforts, emphasizing that drunk driving is a life-threatening issue.
This is an exclusive release. Divico and Extra Tight Entertainment presents Headliners.
Roots and Rhythm.
A night of good reggae music.
Music for the soul.
Sunday, April 27th at the Carnival Village, featuring Tanya Stevens.
It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life.
Tanto Metro and Devante. Richie Spice. And Christopher Martin.
Big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important.
Hosted by Uncle Shads. Also featuring St. Martin's own royalty, City Ranking, DJ Outcast, and DJ Blaze. Headliners, Roots and Rhythms, Sunday, April 27th at the Carnival Village. Don't miss this extravagant reggae experience. Get your tickets online at extratight.com. Love, peace, unity, reggae, can't dead.
Powered by Divico.
This is an Extra Tight Entertainment production. Just say I.
We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Judge, 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 judge. Listen, 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 listen. We listen, don't judge. We listen.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger licking good.
By noon on March 21st, 25,133 of Curaçao's 111,781 eligible voters had cast their ballots, representing a 22% turnout, 4% lower than in 2021. Polling stations opened at 8 a.m., with only one experiencing a brief delay. Police intervened in minor incidents, including a voter staying too long in the booth and an inquiry about photographing a voter. A disabled voter also received assistance after concerns were raised. This year, there were 107 polling stations, down from 117 in 2021. Preliminary results were expected by 7:20 p.m., with the final outcome anticipated by midnight.
Less than 3 months until the Atlantic hurricane season begins, small island developing states, known as SIDS, are urged to prioritize cross-border evacuation planning. The International Organization for Migration, IOM, is calling on media and stakeholders to promote cross-border evacuation protocol and best practices. The regional workshop in St. Kitts and Nevis on March 25th and 26th will focus on integrating human mobility into disaster policies. Experts will address policy gaps, funding challenges, and strategies to enhance regional coordination. Media and officials are encouraged to share these protocols to improve preparedness, protect vulnerable populations, and strengthen disaster resilience. Experts predict a slightly above average hurricane season, with 16 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 4 major hurricanes. Neutral ENSO conditions and warm Gulf waters could fuel storm development, though stable air in the subtropics may delay formation until storms move north. The northeastern Caribbean and the U.S. East Coast are highlighted as areas of concern. The forecast suggests storms may curve toward Puerto Rico and the Leeward Islands before heading to the Bahamas or the U.S. East Coast. The central Gulf Coast also faces potential risks. Officials urge early preparedness as small weather shifts could still impact lower risk areas. The 2025 season begins June 1st with names like Andrea, Barry, and Chantal on this year's list.
Third annual SXM Lagoon Festival kicks off on March 27th at the Yacht Club at Port de Plaisance, starting with a high-stakes chef competition. 8 chefs 4 from yachts, and 4 local experts will compete for top honors, judged by a panel of renowned Caribbean chefs. Festival events continue with the Fire and Ice Masquerade on opening night, a cocktail competition at Palapa Marina on March 28th, and a food truck festival at Skyport Marina on March 29th. The event wraps up on March 30th with the Captain's Cup and Carnival by the Bay at IGY Ile de Sol. Organizers invite the public to join in celebrating St. Maarten's vibrant yachting and culinary scene. Registration details are available at the Yacht Club's Facebook page and Instagram as well.
Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, and thank you for taking that time to subscribe to this channel as we get closer to the hurricane season. I do want to touch on this first, and then we're going to get a look at an increased chance of rain for some and an increased chance of wind, some gusty winds the next couple days. So we'll cover all of that. But there is that earthquake cluster. Common to get earthquake clusters. Those are a few days or even up to about 2 weeks of some additional earthquakes. We've been seeing that the last couple of days, a little bit more notable. So this is more of a significant earthquake cluster, which means we've seen a good deal of earthquakes around, but no significant earthquakes. So we haven't seen any super strong ones, but watching the British, U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, back through the Dominican Republic, some increased earthquakes here, or at least more earthquakes. And you see some of the additional clouds, Yucatan Peninsula, back near the Cayman Islands, Cuba, parts of Florida, over toward the Bahamas. Nothing big yet, but a little bit more the next few days scattered about Costa Rica and Panama. Here are those spotty showers, Jamaica, Cuba, Bahamas, back through the Turks and Caicos, even a few around Haiti, and still watching a couple in Trinidad and Tobago. This is on Monday, so this is tomorrow. Then moving forward into Tuesday, look what happens here. This is later on Tuesday. It's getting really hot for a lot of us, and that means the daytime heating is going to allow the atmosphere to be more stable. When you get a lot of heating, the clouds could really build up. And you see that, for example, right into Cuba late in the day on Tuesday, a better chance of scattered storms with that front to the north, scattered elsewhere, watching out for some spotty showers. But we're going to start to see a better chance of thunderstorms through Mexico proper, all the way up through Texas. So you see in Jamaica for us on Tuesday, and then again, especially on Wednesday, a chance of some scattered storms. So giving you that heads up. Cayman Islands will be up to about a 30% chance on Thursday. 30 to 40% chance of scattered showers possible, and some windy weather around Trinidad, Barbados, isolated. Let me know how you're doing with the winds in the comments. If you've seen that increase the last few days, St. Lucia, we have a 30 to 40% chance of some rain the next few days. And it builds a little bit on Tuesday in Grenada. Better chance of a couple showers, but still on the isolated side. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 20 to 30% as we get into the upcoming week. 30% chance for tomorrow in Martinique. 30% chance as we work our way into Dominica to kick off the upcoming week. And we'll keep in those isolated showers the next few days in Guadeloupe with that easterly flow. Rain chance the next 2 days, 30% as we work our way into Antigua, Barbuda. About a 20 to 30% chance the next 3 days, St. Kitts and Nevis and Montserrat. Isolated showers possible, as I showed you earlier, Anguilla and St. Bart's, and a 30% chance holding St. Martin, Saba, and Statia. 20 to 30% chance some isolated showers. Could get a couple thunderstorms in Puerto Rico. That could always lead to a little bit of flooding. 40% chance of a shower today, U.S. and British Virgin Islands. And you see in the Bahamas Tuesday and into Wednesday, the rain chance northern and central Bahamas will be going up, but not as much as we work our way back toward the Turks and Caicos. Eastern side of the Dominican Republic, better chance of scattered storms. Just a 10, maybe 20% chance of a passing shower, small chance in Haiti. Today, a 40% chance of some scattered showers though in Belize, especially closer to the water. 20 to 30% chance in Aruba, and on the windy side, we'll stay on the windy side, Curaçao and Bonaire the next few days. 20 to 30% chance in Guyana, but you see the rain chance by Tuesday in Suriname. We're up to about a 50% chance, and we're going to see that better chance of late-day thunderstorms in Cuba on Tuesday, even on Wednesday. Costa Rica, Panama, you see that rain chance that will be bumping up. Scattered showers, even a few thunderstorms, 30 to 40% chance in Nicaragua, and about a 40% chance today, especially northern and eastern sections of Honduras, in monitoring, again, the flooding. Had some of that flooding a few days back, so keep an eye on that. 40% chance Guatemala and El Salvador, 20 to 30% chance of an isolated shower in Mexico City, and then we'll see as we get into the upcoming week with that front kind of clipping by, a few showers possible Yucatan Peninsula, but very hot. Merida, we are going to be baking. Northern Colombia, 20% chance of a shower, 20 to 30% chance in northern Venezuela, and watching these fronts scooting by Bermuda as we go over the next few days. So monitoring that earthquake cluster, rain chance going up for some of us. That windy weather continues, and we're not quite yet at hurricane season, which is June 1st, but it is getting closer. So I am monitoring the ingredients out there, the dry air, the water temperatures, the Saharan dust. We'll be covering that together in some upcoming videos. So again, thank you for taking the time to subscribe. I hope you're doing well. Have a great day ahead.
We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Judge, 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 judge. Listen, 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 listen. We listen, don't judge. We listen.
Hi, Mom.
How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl.
TLM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package. Is that so?
Guess what?
I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price. I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you have TLM new postpaid plans?
This is an exclusive release.
This is an exclusive release.
Divico and Extra Tight Entertainment presents Headliners,
Roots and Rhythm.
a night of good reggae music.
Music for the soul.
Sunday, April 27th at the Carnival Village, featuring Tanya Stevens,
It's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life.
Phantom Metro and Devante. Richie Spice. And Christopher Maarten.
Big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important.
Hosted by Uncle Shads, also featuring St. Martin's own royalty, CD Ranking, DJ Outcast, and DJ Blaze. Headliners, Roots and Rhythms, Sunday, April 27th at the Carnival Village. Don't miss this extravagant reggae experience. Get your tickets online at extratight.com. Love, peace, unity, reggae, can't dead.
Powered by Divico.
This is an Extra Tight Entertainment production. Just say I.
March 21st, NAGICO Insurances celebrated World Down Syndrome Day with a Crocs and Socks Day, a fun and meaningful initiative promoting inclusion. Employees wore colorful mismatched socks with Crocs to raise awareness and support for individuals with Down syndrome. Inspired by the global trend of wearing mismatched socks, the event highlighted the beauty of diversity while reinforcing NAGICO's commitment to inclusivity. The company emphasized that embracing differences strengthens communities and that everyone has something valuable to contribute.
The St. Martin Medical Center, St. Martin Laboratory Services, White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation, Mental Health Foundation, and MedWork are joining forces to recruit top professionals at the National Career Fair in Amsterdam on March 28th and 29th. With over 10,000 visitors expected, the fair provides an ideal platform to attract talent for the 42 vacancies across these organizations. Since November, they have collaborated to ensure a strong presence at booth 168 in the Working in the Caribbean section. Representatives from each institution will highlight career opportunities in St. Martin's healthcare sector and the benefits of living in the Caribbean. More details are available at their respective websites. Around 15,000 demonstrators gathered in central Amsterdam on Saturday to protest racism and the growing threat of fascism. The annual march started at Dam Square, where attendees listened to speeches and music before moving through the city to Museum Plain. This year's protest addressed global concerns, with many criticizing far-right nationalism and policies of the Trump administration. Signs range from "nobody's free until everyone's free" to one directed at Elon Musk stating, "You can take your fascism to Mars." Participants expressed fears over increasing discrimination, marginalization, and political shifts worldwide, emphasizing the need to stand against authoritarianism.
Prime Minister Gonsalves praised the Bonaire delegation for their courage and dedication at the 12th annual Garifuna conference held at the UE Global Campus in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The event, organized by the Garifuna Heritage Foundation, highlighted the resilience and heritage of the Garifuna people. A key moment was the return pilgrimage to Baliso Island, marking the first time in 229 years that Garifuna descendants, including those exiled to Honduras, visited their ancestral homeland. The pilgrimage followed the island's acquisition by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines government on March 4th, 2025. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. on TV 15, across our social media platforms and all Alexa devices globally. I'm also Lawrence.
And I'm Jasenia Lassiter, wishing you an amazing week. See you next time.
Don't forget, stay friendly.
St. Martin.